Yesterday, Coach Mace from Michigan said, you know, if you played in the Euro League, you're not a freshman, so we're not counting him as a freshman. How much do you think playing at that level did help prepare you for Arizona?
It's helped a lot, just being mature and being around ex-college players. Explained me how it was. They helped me also to get over here in college basketball. Um, yeah, just basically it's the same league like here. It's just more experienced guys.
Did you have a welcome to the Euro League moment in a game or practice where something happened and you're like, oh wow, I'm playing with adults now?
I would say more in practice than in the game. But yeah, definitely the physicality. I think I got I went over his screen a little bit too hard, and not too physical practice. It was more like a walkthrough, and I kind of bumped into a guy, and he's like, "Yo, don't do that again." Next time it's gonna be hurting for you.
Did you have a moment like that at Arizona, like a welcome to college basketball moment?
Definitely in the preseason, when everything was new and I was kind of overwhelmed with everything, being away so far away from home, and just having such a long off season, and just probably with the pep band, which I start to love now, obviously. But just seeing basically a concert going on during you playing games is pretty special. AP?
This is a question for both of you. Sorry if you already answered it, but it's AP instead of AP as we see it. Have you played against any of those European players for Michigan? Have you played against any of them? Have you played against any of those foreign players from Michigan?
I don't think so. No, I think they're 1 or 2 years above my year. I don't think we played them internationally, but I think more.
I played against Mar, at U20 Eurobasket, and then against UCLA when he played there.
Yeah, how was that experience?
It was good. We won both games, so it was definitely good. But yeah, it's always good to play the same players again, see how much they developed, how much you developed, and go against each other again.
What's different about playing against the players from this side of the ocean? American players, American-bred players.
Usually it just depends on the player, but I don't know. Maybe they just know more about college basketball. They grew up watching this. They know all the things. It means a lot for them to play in Final Four. It means a lot for us, but I feel like it was always their dream. So they will always come out ready to do anything to win.
When you're playing well, what's happening with your team? When Arizona's playing well, what's happening? You play good defense, you're rebounding, you're shooting. What's happening with you two when Arizona's playing well?
I would say if Arizona's playing well, that everybody's doing their job. We have the right amount of energy. We're playing up to our standards. We play defense, we rebound. We're playing with fundamentals. We don't force shot. And yeah, just execute the game plan.
Mo, last year Henry Visar told you that when you watch, he said as a European, when you go watch film of college basketball, you're like, these guys are so soft, they call fouls all the time. He said, and then you get into practice or a game and you're like, oh my God, it's so much more physical than I realized. That doesn't translate. Do you agree with that?
Before coming, I thought I'll be playing against kids my age, so it will be nothing like playing against men. But when I came here, the physicality is top notch, and it was nothing that I expected.
And then even in practice, right? You got to go up against Koa and Tobe. They're men who were built to play in the NFL.
I mean, our practices is when you practice for Arizona, the game is relief. You can enjoy a little bit, because in practice you just hit each other and they don't call any fouls. So.
Do you agree with that, Elon?
Yeah, definitely. Playing against Dwayne or even Deli in practice is always a hard pick on it, especially in the preseason. You're trying to get your spot, and you just trying to compete and make each other better.
So for both of you, when Coach recruited you, did he talk about, hey, I have a long history with recruiting Europeans, developing them? Did you already know that? Was your club coach the one telling you you can trust this guy? Like, how did you learn about that?
Yeah, it was one of the points because he coached like a couple of Lithuanian guys. He coached Sabonis, Tubelis. So when you see that the coach had like a huge impact on guys like that, you can always trust him more. So it was definitely a huge factor.
What's a good story you have to tell between you and your head coach?
I would say the game against Iowa State, the last home season game. He told me before the game, going into the game, it's going to be a physical game. It's going to be a game you never played before because how scrappy, how physical, and how kind of their own style defense they were playing. That was one of my probably worst games of the season. And then after the game, he just talked to me a little bit. You have to have played against that kind of a team once to play against them. To know how to play against them. And then when we met them in the semifinals in Kansas City, I felt like I managed the situation pretty good.
What about you? You have a story about your coach recruiting, or a game, or practice, or something funny?
An embarrassing story about him?
I didn't ask that one.
DJ told me. DJ told me.
Yeah, when he DJs, that's pretty embarrassing. I don't know, maybe.
Including last night? Were you guys at the party last night?
No.
Okay.
Maybe the first time he yelled at me, I don't know.
Well, it surprised you?
Yeah.
Why did it surprise you? Basketball coach
Hello,
yelling at
because,
you from America.
When they recruit you, it's like super nice. It's like
Yeah.
coming to a paradise and then they yell at you and it's back to reality.
Did you have that coaching overseas?
Yeah. Way worse.
Way more. So that was kind of a gentle nudge at you there.
Yeah.
For both of you, who do you hold up as the best European player of all time? Like, who did you grow up like idolizing?
For me, it's Arvydas Sabonis. Like he's like a legend in Lithuania. So.
You're pretty young though, Mo, have you seen, like, he didn't play that long ago. When the big guy from Texas, he mentioned Sabonis too, and he's like, Domas's dad, he had to reference him that way in case we didn't know. But have you actually like watched film of him or seen highlights of him?
Yeah, I mean, there are some clips on YouTube, but they had a movie about the other dream team, about the Lithuanian team. So, I mean, like you could ask any person in Lithuania who's the best basketball player, and they would say him. So.
Was there a particular part about his game that you loved?
Probably his passing or just dunks.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Do you have a favorite?
I just like the Dirk Nowitzki, from Germany. Just how nice he is as a person. He always stayed grounded, even when he even won the championship, and just how grounded he is as a person, and he's just laughing about it. Because only he shoots a little bit, the ball into the basket. He makes a lot of money, and a lot of people know him.
We go down front.
Ivan first and then Mo. Do you have a favorite NBA player right now, someone that you look to emulate your game after at all or study the most?
I wouldn't say I have a person that I look up to as like I want to model my game after. I just have a favorite player, that's Steph Curry. I just like how effortlessly he's shooting the ball.
No, like wing that you like study, like the way they defend or anything like that?
No, I just watch a little bit from EuroLeague and the college game.
And then Mo?
If I watch an NBA game, I try to watch Domantas Sabonis, Şengün, Jokic, Lou Garza, like those players.
Okay, we'll go second row.
We talked in San Jose, you had the 2001 shirt pregame. We had a 97 shirt in the pregame workout this week.
I don't have that yet, actually. We didn't get passed out that shirt.
Okay, follow up. When you look at Michigan and their perimeter players and their ability to shoot the three, what jumps out to you from what you've seen of them this season?
Good team. Pretty big team, pretty tall team. They love to, run the fast break, and they make quick outlet passes to, shoot a three. It's kind of a little bit of Alabama, the way to play, shoot a lot of threes with a quick pace going off the floor. But I think we'll be able to handle it.
AP?
Just two last questions. What do you think of the fans in America? And what would you like to say to the Arizona fans?
I feel like fans in America are taking basketball like as a religion, as a culture. And I love our Arizona fans, all of them. I really appreciate, for everything they've done this season, how they, supported us, even when we lost the 2 games in a row. There was like a little down stretch, and they, I can just, tell from me, but they were like talking, texting, keep the head up, keep working. There's just a couple of games, full games. Keep up the good work, and when we made it to the Final Four, they met us at 2 a.m. at Mikhail. Obviously, it's insane.
Well, American fans, Arizona fans.
You can just see how much it means to them, the college basketball, especially since now we reached the Final Four. Before the game, against Purdue, I knew how much it means, but I didn't realize that much because we were welcome to Tucson like champions. We still have 2 games, but it's amazing to see them.
All right, we'll go down front here on the right.